What's going on, everyone? I'm just your typical, standard, average Canadian nerd here to react to your typical, standard, everyday American here to react to our typical, standard, everyday Canadian money. Not just the colorful bills, which they call Monopoly money, but also the coins, which have a lot of Canadian personality in them. Now, as usual, I'm not here to discredit or insult or mock the illustrious Tyler Bucket. I'm just here to add some Canadian context to what he's talking about, what he learns about, and what he asks about, hoping that he listens to one of these recordings someday to get the answer to these questions that he keeps asking. So, without further ado, let me get rid of this image and get into the video.
What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, standard American here today to react and learn about Canadian money
New to him.
explained. And I do need it explained because I have no concept of Canadian money.
It's practically the same as American money. It just looks different, and we have a couple of different names for it.
I think when Americans think about money, they think US money is pretty boring.
That we agree on.
And it seems like everyone else in the world has money that's really cool and like beautiful with art and color. And so I think Canadian money, already from this screenshot here that I'm looking at, the coins, already a lot cooler. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of animals, the artwork, but I'll save. I won't go into that yet. I haven't even played the video, so I am more than ready to appreciate and learn a little bit about why Canadian money is probably a lot cooler than American money.
I am interested to find out how many quarters we get into, because if you are Canadian, then you know that we have had dozens of thematic quarters come out over the past several decades. Here we go.
But I'm only just jealous. Okay, let's go.
Hello, in this video I just want to explain to you about the Canadian money. So
Okay.
I'm starting with the coins, and our first coin here is the nickel, and our
Wait a minute. This just had me thinking,
About the penny?
what do Canadians have? Dollars or this might sound stupid, but
Wow.
I'm sorry.
So he doesn't
Canadian money?
he doesn't even know about the Canadian dollar. That's amazing. I guess at this point in his life, 9 months ago, this video was recorded. He's only just beginning to learn about Canada in general. So I guess never knew there was a Canadian dollar. I wonder what he might have guessed it was called, like the Canadian kroner, the Canadian peso, the Canadollar?
Name? What would you even call it? Canadian dollar?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can just call it the Canadian dollar?
Yeah, like the Australian dollar. It's a dollar.
CAD? Loony? Nicknamed the Loony?
Well, that is the $1, and because of the loon that is the bird featured on that coin, you'll get there.
Really? Is that true? Okay, one Canadian dollar is 100 cents, so just like a US dollar. And US cents. Okay.
Math.
Crisis avoided.
And we just happen to get rid of the 1 cent, so we don't deal with pennies anymore.
I understand. I get it. Okay.
nickel has a beaver on it.
Oh man, already we don't have cool stuff on our nickels.
No.
On any of our coins. It's just boring portraits, and usually the coins look really old and dirty. But this is already this is a lot cooler.
Yeah, so the beaver being one of our, or if possibly our national creature. Yeah, I get it. Having grown up in a forest outside of Ottawa, there was a beaver pond not too far away from my house, and there was a lodge in, like, beavers make lodges, and there was a dam not far away so that they could actually build up the pond enough that they could make their lodge. We saw chewed down trees all over the place. Oh, we love the beaver.
A beaver.
Quickly. Now, you may notice that we do not have a penny. A nickel is 5 cents. A few years back, Canada got rid of the penny. And if you're paying by cash, you will either, your bill will be rounded up or down. If you're paying by debit or credit, then you're still paying those pennies.
Correct.
Wow. Huh. I think that makes a lot of sense. I thought a lot of sense.
Yeah, it did. Too many.
I thought America had kind of talked about doing this, had considered getting rid of the penny because it's 1 penny. They're a hassle to make. They're not worth the copper they're made out of.
Yeah.
They get lost. People lose them all the time. They're wasted. And I never thought about how you'd actually have to start rounding up because there just wouldn't be pennies anymore. You'd have to round up to a nickel or use debit or credit. That's fascinating. Actually, I like that.
When it first came out, it was a real hassle, especially for the programmers who worked on menus. And we all thought it was a bad idea because we like the penny. I have the penny. I grew up with the penny. But over time, we got used to it. It's very simple.
I think that was a good call by Canada.
So we start with our nickel, which is 5 cents. Next, we have our dime, which is 10 cents.
The blue nose.
I'm sure it has some kind of historical meaning, but I think I just like these coins because they have stuff on them. Not all. Some of them should have, historical people on it, but some of them should just be imagery that represents your nation. That's just cool.
Like that. So the Blue Nose, it was a historic schooner, which is a type of speedy vessel. The Blue Nose does fit into our history. Maybe we'll cover that later. I don't want to get into it.
Then we move into our quarter,
Wow.
which is 25 cents.
Moose.
Is this a deer? Or or another? Gosh, there's a bunch of animals that are kind of like deer.
This is the traditional quarter here with the moose on it.
Moose. I'm sorry. Wait, I thought mooses had kind of a bigger snout.
Well, moose, the plural of moose, definitely do have a big snout. They are big, massive creatures. So, funny thing, right? You ever heard of a horse fly? A deer fly? So they are appropriately sized for these creatures. A deer being slightly smaller than a horse. So the horse fly is a little bit smaller than the deer fly is a little bit smaller than the horse fly. You ever seen a moose fly? Oh, scary. But I would still rather fight a swarm of moose fly than a swarm of the black fly.
And nose, a more prominent, rounded nose. I really thought this was like a deer with big antlers. It's a moose. My bad.
However, for different occasions, we come up with some other quarters. This one was back in 2010 with the Olympics.
Yeah.
And
yeah, this stuff is so much cooler, man. You got athletes on it. You got a moose, animals that look awesome.
we also have this one here.
I'm jealous.
Not exactly sure the occasion. But you will find these are in circulation, and so it might be fun if you're paying by cash and getting change. Always look at your coins and see if you got a special one in your change.
Yeah, our collectible coins for years have been done in 25-cent increments.
Yeah. Oh, God. I never look at my coins. My coins just make me sad. I just look at them and go, yeah, that's the same... It's the same dirty dime I've been seeing since I was 3 years old, except it's a little dirtier.
And as Canadians, sometimes when we're looking through our coins, we find an American coin because they're just coins. They're the same size and shape.
Next, we have our loonie. It is actually a $1 bill, or
Loonie.
$1 coin.
Loony. Are dollar coins common? because the U.S. kind of experimented with dollar coins. They never caught on. You never ever see a dollar coin ever, although they do exist. And I just think dollar coins are cool, kind of like ancient times.
Well, we think dollar bills are pretty cool, especially if you're going to the Rippers or, as might be known in other areas of the world, the strip club. Because I tell you, as a Canadian, it sure is not pleasant to be throwing these coins up on stage for ladies to tuck into their revealing clothing.
Getting to pay with a big bag of coins or something. But I'm guessing Canadians probably choose to use bills more or, a credit card or something too.
A lot of us hold on to our coins just so we can buy coffee at Tim Hortons.
And it's called the loonie because it originally had a loon on it, which you can find a lot in northern Ontario.
Cool.
But they use the loonie as well to do a lot of different coins,
Yeah.
such as this one here
Wow.
was commemorating the right of the woman's vote.
Yeah, see, this is a way to put people on the coins, but have it like represent such a strong historical moment, and it's more of a piece of art. Like it's two people with the ballot box. Like this is way cool. We just don't put any effort into our currency design in America. Why is that?
Standardization, I suppose. And I think it's interesting that so far we haven't seen the head of a coin. So far, these are all the tails, and if we flip them over, we get Queen Elizabeth the Second, the former queen. Oh, geez, are we gonna get the king on the new coins? That's gonna, well, who pays with cash, anyways?
But again, there's piles of different loonies in circulation, so always look at your change to see what you get.
Okay.
And our last coin is referred to as the toonie. It is
Wow.
the $2 coin. There is
This thing is the real deal.
When I was young, we still had $2 bills. And now, if you have a Canadian $2 bill, it can be worth a lot more than $2. So we never should have traded them in.
It's a coin within a coin.
Literally, yes. It is one of the reasons why it's called the toonie. So loony just being one, toonie being two, right? $1, $2, but also it's two coins, and you can pop the center out of the coin and ruin the value of the currency.
With a bear. My God.
no
Actually, it's more than just a bear. So the bear is one side, and if you flip it a little bit, you've got a T-Rex, and if you flip it a little bit more, it's penguins on a rock.
loon on it, but because of the loonie, we have the toonie.
Cool.
And those are all
Toonie.
of our coins
Toonie.
that we use. And now we move on to the fun money. Our
Oh, look at this. Yeah, this says it all right here. The color, the artwork is different. It's a little more modern. And these strips. And the buildings? Wow.
And the maple syrup.
And the strips are some kind of technology, I believe, that goes into the bills to reduce counterfeiting.
Yeah.
And it has the maple leaf. Man, I hate to say it, but these are just better. It's just better than American dollars in every way.
Yeah, the greenback has a lot of power, and it's very recognizable, except when you're trying to figure out your bills. I knew a blind person, he had to fold every bill a specific way because they felt the same. Whereas we have Braille on our money, and so you don't need to fold it in a particular way. You also don't need to carefully inspect your money to find out, am I giving a $5 tip or a $50 tip because I just see the number 5? We can tell by color.
Sorry, America. I can say this. I'm an American. I can pass judgment down upon this matter.
bills. So our bills got a redesign, and they are now
Okay.
made from polymer. They also have this really cool
How recently did this happen? So maybe the bills looked a little different not so long ago, but these look great. These
It was like 20-ish years ago, I think, if my memory serves right.
look modern. Yeah.
See-through effect on it, and a lot of cool holograms.
Yeah.
On the front is typically a political figure. This is Sir Wilfrid Laurier. He was a past prime minister.
Okay.
And on the back, we'll have
Oh my gosh.
something related to Canada. This is the Canada Arm 2.
It's like a little comic strip, but cooler. It's like a graphic art.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I had $1 here or something, but I'm sure Canadians have seen the US dollar. They all have
Yeah.
just maybe a building
Yep.
on the back, a person's face on the front. They
Yep.
have never changed hardly ever,
Right.
and certainly don't have cool moments in time
No.
and ideas and themes, representing your nation. That makes so much sense, and I think people would just enjoy it more. Everyone wins.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And then there's also
is.
Braille up
Oh,
here. I'm not
heck.
telling you. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
assuming it's saying $5 or something.
Yeah, Braille. That's
So
great.
that is our $5 bill.
Oh my goodness.
And you'll notice that they're all different colors. So our 5 is blue.
Yeah.
So our $10 bill is purple.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now,
The colors were this way before we changed to the polymer. And we just kept the colors and we kept the main politician face on the bills. Everything else got changed.
a few years ago, they got a redesign. They're always redesigning the money.
Oh, really? That's cool too. Don't make the money, the design, so precious. Be open to adapting it and evolving it.
Updates.
Changing it up, as the times change. I love that. I
Yeah.
love that philosophy.
So do
I
we.
love that the money changes and that it's so cool.
Thank you.
Kudos.
But the
Thank you.
new one actually goes this way. I just didn't have one to show you.
Oh, it's vertical.
And the design goes this way
That's
rather
cool.
than this way. And it
That'd be
actually
cool.
won a money award. So it was sort of cool.
I don't think I've seen it.
Award. Like an award for being so cool? Okay. Who decides that? Did Canada just decide, hey, our money is cool and we know it?
Yeah, it's a project by the Royal Canadian Mint. They're just like, we're underappreciated. Let's start this contest that I'm just joking. I don't know.
So, we're giving ourselves an award. But honestly, I'm not mad. It deserves it.
Braille up here as well. And then on the back of this one, it was just depicting a few scenes across Canada.
Yeah.
So the one before this, it had what? Pierre Elliott Trudeau as the face, and on the back was the Parliament buildings, if I'm not mistaken. And I could be mistaken because I don't know everything, and I have a terrible memory thanks to overindulging in some substances during my youth.
Yeah, that's great.
Our $20 bill is green. And because we're part of the Commonwealth, we have the Queen on it.
Sure.
And then this is Monument
Yeah,
from
monuments.
Vimy Ridge
Vimy
Memorial.
This money is so satisfying. Like the sound of it, the look of it. If you just had a fat stack
The feel of it, the smell of it.
of these Canadian $20 bills, that'd be like,
Then we get into our 50, which is sort of a reddish pink.
yeah.
There you see the back. And then the 100.
Just
which
skip
is
over the
sort of a brown.
details there.
Nice. Oh, it has science discoveries on the back. $100 bill. DNA. Yeah, that's cool.
Now, just to talking a little bit about money, a lot of places now are offering they just want you to pay with debit or credit. However, I know a lot of taxis still prefer cash, even though you can pay debit or credit.
Okay.
And say if you want a hot dog from a hot dog vendor or an ice cream truck, they want you to pay in cash. So
This is very true in America as well. Most people, including myself, pay with a card, 99% of the time. But then, randomly you'll go to a fair or an arcade or some kind of public place
That's it.
where it's a little more homey, a little more small business, and they will want you to pay with cash. So
Last time I went to a rib fest, I was able to pay with plastic at every venue. I can't remember the last time that I needed to pay with cash.
it's good to have a little cash, and especially if your cash is cool.
So it's always good to carry some cash with you when you are traveling, even though the majority of places will want debit or credit.
Yeah.
The other thing is, when it comes to 50s and 100s, a lot of places may not take them. Now that we have this new money, it's safer for the companies, but with the...
Yeah, totally true. In America, a lot of places won't take large bills because they're worried that they're fake. But this Canadian dollars have like tech built into it.
Yeah, the American $100 bill is the most counterfeited dollar bill or denomination in the world. And it is complicated to reproduce, but not impossible. If someone has the right knowledge and skills, they can do it.
With the transparent strips here and the holograms that are so hard to counterfeit, just makes it makes everything better, man.
Yeah, we've got the holograms, the see-through, the smell, the braille. There's a lot going on. The smell, by the way, scratch and sniff, and you get the smell of maple. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's a rumor I've heard for a long time, and one that I'm willing to test right now, because I believe that I have a 20 and a 5 in my wallet. So let's pull out this 20 right here. See, you've got the Queen, and on the other side we've got the Vimy Ridge Memorial, and right here there is a maple leaf. Now I'm gonna scratch it. No, I'm gonna turn it around to the Queen's side, and I'm gonna scratch it. No. I'm gonna try it with the hollow strip. No. Okay, the maple leaf flag above the Vimy Memorial. I'll try that. Nope. I've never sniffed the money before. Okay, so now I'm going to go with the $5 bill, and there's a bunch of maple leaves around the holographic strip here. I'm going to scratch those. And we'll try it on the face of the bill, same spots. Not yet. Try with the holographic maple leaf. Other side. I think I almost got some maple smell there. Try again. More vigorously scratch. Nope, just sensory hallucination. Yeah, I don't smell any maple. Well, let's continue.
Makes it all. I want this.
With our old money, there would be counterfeiting. And
Yeah.
so they wouldn't take, some people take 50s, 100s is harder, but there's lots of banks downtown, if you're visiting, that you can exchange your money for smaller bills.
Cool. Yeah.
And just to give you some idea of things, like to ride the streetcar costs about $3.25.
Okay.
You can get a hot dog and drink probably for $5. So just having
Okay.
some 5, 10s, and 20s will help you in your day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, totally the same in America.
Yeah.
I always carry a little bit of cash on me, even now, just for these times when I'm either buying something that doesn't cost so much or they only accept cash.
This cash is so much better than American cash.
Thank you.
I'd almost want to frame it and put it on my wall. I could have a hammer next to it and like break it if I ever, in the case of emergency, if you need $5 because you're using it as art in your place. But it looks so nice.
With the conversion rate right now, Tyler, you could spend less than $175 to get those 5 bills and the coins to match, and you could mount them all. Absolutely.
So hopefully hopefully that helps you understand our Canadian money and gives you a bit more idea of what you need if you are traveling to Toronto or Canada.
Yeah. Yes, that was very helpful.
Cool.
Visit Toronto. Thank you for that video. I did like that. Wow. That was super cool. I mean, cooler than I even thought. I knew money was more interesting basically everywhere than America. America has some of the most boring money imaginable, visually, design-wise. Although I guess since it never changes, you kind of know, when you look at it, you know it. Like, you are sure that's if there's any redeeming quality to it. But the Canadian dollars, the Canadian money, including the coins,
Fun.
just across the board in every way, design-wise, was wonderful. Exactly how I think America should do it.
Cool.
It would just make everything cooler and have a real practical purpose with the counterfeiting, fighting counterfeiting. People would become more attached to the money and view it as more of a representation of the American culture. So it's kind of better in every way, from what I can tell. So, very interesting, very cool.
Right on.
Anyway, if you enjoyed this video
or this
this reaction, feel free
to
give it a like or leave a comment. And if you're interested in more videos like this
or this one,
where I'm reacting to Canadian culture,
I'm reacting to
Canadian
him,
stuff,
or
news,
whatever,
ideas, places, feel free
once in a while
to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time. What's going on?
Yes, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this even a little bit as much as I enjoyed it. I hope my cat wasn't too disruptive during the video. She just called a lot of attention from me. And, well, I'm looking, this Tyler Bucket, the Canadian reaction channel. So I actually see on my sidebar right now a Tyler Rumple reaction video. Same person, same concept, going about British money. Let's get right into that.
What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical average American here today to react and learn about British money. British money. It shouldn't be as confusing to me as it is, but there's all these terms, I guess. I've heard of a pence, a British pound,
right?
Quid.
Yeah.
Like, there's all these words. I don't know what they mean. I mean, honestly, I don't even think I could really picture what a British currency note looks like, to be honest. I just don't interact with it on a daily basis. But one thing's for sure. I am going to venture a guess that British money has to look
Canadian
much better than American money, because American money is like satisfying in some ways, but it is so boring. It's just boring. I don't know, kind of a random complaint, but I always think that. Especially, I've seen money from other parts of the world, not really from Britain, but like Canada. I've seen some money from like Australia, Norway. The money is always so much prettier and cooler and better materials. And okay, I'll stop. I'm very interested to see the British money and how it's designed, what it's called. Basically anything at this point is going to help me. So, without any further ado, let's take a look.
Let's start off, Joel, with the fiver, the classic £5 note.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This is fairly new, so...
Blue. Yeah, so I'm guessing same color scheme as Canadian. Like, where did we get the idea, right?
Fiver. I like that it has a nickname, by the way. Are there any, like... Man, are there any nicknames for American money? Nothing?
So the $100 is the C note. $20 bill is a double sawbuck. $10 bill being the sawbuck. So yeah, there are totally names for the bills.
Really coming to mind. It seems like everyone else has all the cool nicknames for money. Fiver, obviously £5. And I can already tell that the artwork and like just the... Oh wow, these have like some royal seals on them, and the Queen, and wow.
Makes sense to me.
This could be out of date. I don't know when this video was created. 4 years ago. They could have updated this, King Charles could be on some of this stuff at this point.
I doubt that money is in circulation at this point. It's going to take a while for the king to really come into his element and for that to spread to the Commonwealth. I don't even know if we're going to start putting the king on our money because...
I don't know. But in general, this money is obviously already much more attractive than the American $5 bill. That's for sure.
So the UK government are changing the notes from paper into this plasticky, you can screw it up and it keeps its shape.
It can go in the washing machine.
Washing machine.
Yeah.
Basically like Australia. Australia has done this years ago.
You can't rip them,
No, you can't
apparently.
rip.
Although people say you can't, I'm still like,
Yeah, I'm like, no, it feels wrong.
yeah, you can't rip this money.
No, I don't think...
Wow. I actually did not realize that other countries' currencies were even... that it was even possible to make it out of plastic.
So this 20 has got a noticeable crease. Oh, you can't see it there, but how about there? Nope. Okay, well, there is a very noticeable crease right down the middle, and so that's got me wondering, like, can I actually rip or tear them? And I'm not putting a lot of effort in, but I am actually trying, and no, it just kind of stretches the polymer. So, good job.
I just thought it must have been like super tough paper. What? That is revolutionary. That's revolutionary to me. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Our money used to be made of cotton, and I believe the American bill is a cotton polymer blend.
That's obviously super cool.
You can.
Mental.
But also vegans are going crazy because these notes are not vegan friendly.
True.
So they use some sort of animal fat in them. So then there are vegans like, I'm never going to spend money ever again in
Oh,
life.
so they're going cashless.
Yeah.
Well, the world is going cashless, isn't it?
It's true, you just use
Yeah.
your card.
We know it as a £5 note. You might hear it called a fiver,
Mhm.
£5,
Yeah.
Oh, there.
£5.
See, there we go with the quids. There we go with the whole quid thing. So five quid. Is quid just a word for pound? That would make sense. £5, 5 quid.
Yes, Tyler. Well, it is a much more ancient society than yours or mine, so it makes sense they have multiple names for their money, as well as much more in their world.
I like saying quid. It's very satisfying.
Yeah.
I think I kind of understand why
There you go.
some people in Britain say quid. Is it just because it's satisfying? Or is there a reason? Or a difference?
Definitely. So quid, you substitute for pound.
Oh.
It means exactly the same. £5, 5 quid. Someone might say a 5, but I doubt
You got
it.
a 5. I've heard that.
Got a 5.
You got a 5.
But
Wow, quid and pound are the same thing. I really wasn't expecting that, but I guess that makes it easy.
That's like saying a dollar or a buck.
What is the history behind that? I think quid is just fun to say. Maybe that's all the reason we need.
normally you
Fair.
say got a fiver.
Yeah,
Okay.
or if you're doing like money transaction and they're like, if I give you a 10, can you give me a 5?
Yeah.
Something like
definitely.
that.
Okay.
So that's that one explained.
Yeah.
I wish we had an old paper one to show you, but
I know.
they're actually, you can't use them anymore. If
No.
you go into a shop now with an old 10 or an old 5, it's rejected. It's like
Yeah.
Oh,
invalid.
wow. So this change from paper money to like plasticky plastic money has like occurred fairly recently? Well, this video is 4 years old. So in the last 4 or 5 years? That's pretty cool. That's pretty recent. Wow.
You can't use it.
Denied. So moving on, the £10 note again
Okay.
has been updated. Did this get released before, or I think that got released first?
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the picture here in the bottom corner. Yeah, I mean, exactly what I hypothesized here. The money, the pound, the British pound is very good design. I don't want to get too much into the graphic design of the £10 bill, but it looks like it's worth something. 10 quid to be exact. But no,
Yeah, and what, is that brown?
no, seriously, it looks like prestigious. It's nice. It's nicely designed. I don't know. I just love money. I just love money.
Typical
I
American.
like how money is designed around the world compared to American bills, which I guess maybe I've just seen it too much. Maybe it could use some color or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fiver got released first, and then tenner.
Suddenly all these new tens start sieving in. You're like, what is this?
I think it's slightly bigger, isn't it?
And you can see through it. You can
you
see through that.
The thing I like about our money, and I know it's not just UK money, it's like all over the world, but is that it's colourful. Look, we've got purple, red, green,
my gosh.
orange.
It's really cool.
I really.
So the 10 is orange or maybe an amber. Okay.
That is funny that they mention the colorfulness. Oh, it's colorful, like money from around the world. It's colorful. Not everywhere is it that colorful. I'm not gonna say where. And it's cool with like you can see through it. Is that a safety feature? Like there's all this like counterfeiting technology built in too, right?
Yes.
It's just good.
It's
just good.
You like it?
The
Safety
£10
feature.
note's got Jane Austen on the back.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Whereas the
sweet.
fiver's got Winston Churchill.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't know who those
some old
people are.
dude that no one cares about.
But a tenner, you'd call this a tenner or a
Tenner.
10. The same as the fiver.
Tenner.
The same rules apply. 5, 10,
10
fiver,
quid.
tenner, 10 quid, 5 quid.
Yeah.
Same rules apply.
That's fun. That's kind of fun. America doesn't really do that. Like we don't have a word for a $5 bill. You really would just like say, "Give me a 5." I guess that's the slang. We definitely don't have anything like quid. You could say $5. We do have
Yeah.
something like quid. It
Right?
could be like, "Give me $10."
Like this is not
$5. That's kind of fun.
like this is not the 5 loony. This is not the foony. This is just the $5, $5. You know, $10 is $10. Bob and Doug.
To say like quid. Yeah, that maybe that is comparable.
I'd much rather have loads of 10s in my purse than 20s.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm going to have cash because it's a good size
Yeah.
for my purse.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is too big. Still made out of paper.
Oh, they're different sizes? That's
Weird.
interesting.
To me.
Huh. Would that be annoying? They're different sizes. They don't stack perfectly. I don't know.
Oh, that would bother my neurodiverse senses because having the 5 and the 20 be able to stack perfectly in my wallet so that one conceals the other, I like that for just aesthetics.
It's kind of cool. The more value it has, it's bigger. And you know, if you're have a vision impairment, you can feel the bill and kind of know what it is. That's kind of cool.
And I think another reason why they might be sieving out all this new money is because surely there's loads of fakes of all of these going around.
I think they're easier to fake, and that's why they're really careful with them.
This is so hard to get right.
Yeah.
And imagine the amount
Yeah.
of people that are like trying to get this
Oh, yeah.
and fake it,
They're
and that's
trying
their
to.
job.
And they can't.
And this is our job, Joel,
To show
to
off.
show it all off. So
These are very fancy bills. They do seem outrageously difficult to try to counterfeit.
we are talking about the 20 now.
Yeah.
20 quid. You'd never say a 20er,
No, never.
Okay.
That wouldn't make any sense.
whereas you would say a 5er, a 10er.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would never hear
Right.
20er.
Right.
Weird.
Yeah.
Doesn't
You
Doesn't-
just say a
Doesn't roll off the tongue quite the same way.
20.
a
Give me
20.
a 20.
A £20 note. Yeah. There's no one that important on it other than the Queen.
Other than the Queen, who's the
Her
most
Majesty,
important person?
You know what? We
Go on.
might have a slang for a $20 bill. Like you might call it a Benjamin. If you're really
Okay,
a
yeah.
high roller, you might be like, "Give me the Benjamin." That's super rare though, but just because hold on, who is Benjamin on? Hold on. Benjamin, is it Benjamin Franklin?
Well, wasn't
Oh,
the
20.
Benji 100?
$20 bill, yeah.
Okay.
That's why we call it a
I'm not American.
Benjamin. Or is it 100? No, it's $100.
There you go. I'm still not American.
What's on the 20? Andrew Jackson's on the 20.
Oh,
Benjamin
yeah,
Franklin's
the
on
Jackson.
100. Yeah. Benjamin does have like sort of a large dollar amount in my mind, kind of association. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I don't have any idea if it's that it's $100 bill in America. That's a Benjamin because I'm never around $100 bills. Okay.
Majesty the Queen.
It took me until my late 20s until I started to actually see and touch $100 bills myself. So I can relate to that.
Why why hasn't she had new pictures done? just released.
Queen, why?
Just released all this new cash.
She doesn't have new pictures done.
It's like having your passport done, but just not getting your new picture.
She doesn't look like this at all anymore. That's like literally my mum using a photo from when she was 20 on her passport.
Okay.
Unrecognisable.
Okay.
Her Majesty, please.
Man, these the money, the pictures on the money with the passing of the Queen. Has British money been updated again with Charles? Wow, that's kind of significant, huh? That's interesting.
Actually,
I doubt
the
that.
fun thing to do is just to mess up her face a bit.
Yeah, that's fun. I like doing that.
So the last note is the 50. This is the highest note that you will get. There is no
Oh.
note above this. We don't have a £100 note. £50 is the top.
No, and
Okay.
whereas these might always be available to us, we don't
Yeah.
really see these around
Never.
unless you go to the bank,
Yeah.
or like you were saying to me earlier, when your granddad used to put that in his
Yeah.
birthday card.
Interesting. No bill above the 50. Yeah, because in America, like the $100 bill is like a cultural icon, kind of.
It's an international icon. Just a quick aside here, that the Bank of England has revealed the new design of banknotes with King Charles III. That will be the 5, 10, 20, and 50, replacing the image of Queen Elizabeth II, where the rest of each banknote's design will remain the same. Okay. And do we have anything about that in Canada? No. So far it's just the Bank of England doing that. Okay.
Yeah, like the $100 bill, like this symbol of wealth, because it is such a high dollar amount to be in a physical sort of bill. Yeah, it's kind of like classic America to have a $100 bill. You don't see it too often. Maybe at a casino or something.
I think that depends on your social status and financial level, because it happens, one of my first times hanging out at a casino back in Ottawa region, there was a fellow there playing a game of War, which is high card draw, for $1,000 a hand. He was playing like 3 or 4 hands at the same time, and he was just shrugging off. Like, he didn't even worry about the $1,000 chips flying away from him. He was just like, and next card, please.
So I kind of get why you could not have 100, but it is kind of fun too.
Yeah, he likes to use £50 notes and birthday cards instead of like 2 20s and a 10. So I tend to associate these with grandparents. But this, like the 20, you would never say 50er. For some reason, we reserve that just for the 5 and 10. 5er,
Yeah.
10er,
Tenner.
20, 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ER is just
I
on
get
those
it.
ones.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
get it.
nothing to do with them being new. It's just
Yeah.
the way it is. £50 note, nice and colourful. If someone gets one out, a shop assistant might be like, "Ooh."
Oh, yeah.
They get this pen out and they check.
Yeah.
The ultraviolet lights, big tester for money.
Yeah, there's ways to check American money too by like holding it up to the light, and you can like see certain images through the paper. It's kind of fun. Yeah, obviously, all of these notes are so much more interesting, colorful, as they've mentioned, just like more fun design, basically. I was assuming it would be like that, and it is.
On this bill, all I'm seeing in the light is the other side of the bill. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
correct.
I know.
And then it's not fake.
I hate it. I feel nervous when I use a £50 note, which is very rarely.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, they're going to think it's fake.
I had one recently, and now I've got one because we've had to go get on for the video.
Yeah.
I will probably be like, "Oh, just my birthday money." Like, you find
Making
yourself.
an excuse.
Do you remember I told Joel that I used a 50 and I actually put on an American accent because I was so embarrassed that I was using a 50. I thought they were thinking like, drug money. What is this?
Yeah, I get it. It'd be unusual to like carry $100 bill around with you, but I feel like I do see them from time to time.
Who is this?
I find that strange because here in Canada, our bank machines spit out hundreds and 50s just to make it easy on us. I have withdrawn $600 in cash and received $600 notes. And I didn't think anything of it.
Girl. That's enough enough of the notes. Let's talk about
Yeah.
some coinage. So in
Oh.
total, we have 8 coins. We have
Yeah.
the £2 coin, my
Yeah.
personal favourite.
Really?
Oh my gosh. These coins are beautiful. These are awesome. America's. I don't mean to completely poo-poo on America's like money, but I'm sorry. Compared to stuff like this, it is just boring.
Yeah, it's interesting. The way it's arranged, it looks like the coins put together form a coat of arms.
These are so cool. 2 pence. Wait, these have the word pence on them. So pence means something much more official than I thought. It's not
It's a penny.
slang. It's literally engraved on these coins. 2 pence, 10 pence. A $10 coin. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is really interesting.
Yeah, because 2 £2 coins and a £1 coin is a fiver.
That's true.
And you're like, oh, that's a fiver.
Sorted.
Sorted. And then you got the £1 coin,
Yeah.
the 50p.
Yeah, the 50p. Then you've got the 20p, 10p, 5p, 2p, and 1p.
And
Huh?
your 2p's and 1p's are copper, whereas the rest are silver and then
Yeah. And then
whatever that is. I was going to say gold.
Wait, I'm confused. What does pence mean? I think I'm getting pence mixed
Penny.
up with quid.
Yes, you are.
Quid is the one I don't know if it's official. And
Pound.
Quid means pound. Pence means
Penny.
what? Because they just said there's a 50
Cent.
pence coin. Does that mean cents? Does
Parts
pence
of a
mean
pound.
cents? Oh,
There you
my
go.
Gosh,
He
I'm
got there.
Googling this. Hold up. Pence. It means plural form of penny. Pence means cents. What if I write that? A singular of pence is penny. Is a penny 1 pence? Oh my gosh, a pence means something. I think pence means 1 penny. So 50 pence is 50 pennies. Oh my gosh. It is all
Wow.
becoming clear to me. What?
1p's are copper, whereas the rest
What did they say about
That's
pence?
true.
And you're like, oh, that's a fiver.
Sorted.
Sorted.
Now I can watch this again and like understand.
And then you got the £1 coin,
Yeah.
the 50p.
Yeah, the 50p. Then you've got the 20p, 10p, 5p,
have no
2p,
words.
and 1p.
What? Why is there a 2-cent coin, 2 pence coin, and a 10? There's a 20 pence, not a 25 like in America. And there's a 50 pence coin, and there's no 50 cents coin in America. Wow. I didn't actually expect there to be such significant differences. One thing's for sure, the pence, the coins, look really cool.
And your 2p's and 1p's are copper, whereas the rest are silver. And then
Okay.
Yeah. And then 1p.
Probably not
whatever
silver.
that is. I was gonna-
A 2 pence coin. What is up with that? What? Nobody uses the 2 pence coin, right? When do you ever need exactly 2 cents?
say gold. But
If something costs like $1.97,
it
Yeah.
can't be
That's
gold.
weird. It won't be pure gold, will
It's
it?
just like golden
know.
colour, but
Yeah.
it's not made out of gold.
My grandparents would always save me all their coppers so that I could count them, and if I was bored at their house, they'd have a huge jar full of them,
You
and
just
they'd
do
just
it.
pour it on the cup and be like, "Count it, Joel," and I'd be like, "Yeah."
You love how they just like throw it.
Yeah.
Count that job.
There is something satisfying about coins. Like, like, I almost wish we used coins more. Like, you keep them in a little coin pouch, like a pirate or something. There's something something satisfying about having a whole sack of coins. But yeah, we
True.
never really use them in America. Like they said, a lot of this stuff is just digital now. Not even using the notes.
Joel,
Count that,
keep
Joel.
him busy.
Keep him quiet for a bit.
Doesn't matter if he steals any.
No.
TP.
all right, it's a story time. Once, when I was very young, living in the forest, one of our neighbors, they were cleaning out the attic, and I think they were doing a move in or move out. Anyways, we were, friendly neighbors, so we went to help, and they had some 10-gallon water jugs, the type you put in a water cooler. And there were like maybe 3 or 4 of them filled with just coins, mostly pennies. And they gave it to us because they didn't want to bother counting it. Their kids weren't interested, and we were quite interested. And we spent like a week, my brother, my sister, and I, just sorting pennies and rolling them, and we got like $10 and change out of it all.
But you'll notice, obviously, the pounds, just like these are pound notes, you've got the £1 and £2, but the rest are P, which stands for pence.
Yes.
Okay.
I hate coppers. I used to throw them in the bin.
Huh.
Wow.
Is the £1 coin used much? Because there is technically a $1 coin in America. It's just that no one ever uses it. It might as well not exist. So I always wonder that. And then a £2 coin, is that used much? Or, huh?
Like he's totally forgetting the Canadian coins that he learned 6 months before this video. All right, and we're just skipping over the fact that she used to throw pennies into the garbage can because she just didn't want to be bothered carrying them around. I've heard of other people here in Canada doing that, and so it makes me glad we just got rid of the dang thing.
Really?
Which is illegal.
It's not
Throwing
illegal.
money. Google it.
Throwing money away is not illegal.
It's illegal.
It's not illegal.
It is. I used to get told off. I used to throw my coppers in my bedroom bin.
I know in America it's like illegal to deface money, like destroy it, like do stuff to it, I'm pretty sure.
One
Throwing
money away illegal.
It's not illegal.
Yes, it is. Boom! These are the new pound coins.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
they are lovely.
They're lovely. They look just like the £2 coins, but smaller. Where they
Oh my gosh, these are so cool. Wow, coins that are like $1, £1.
Yeah, for Canadians, the size of European dollar coins, for lack of better terms, we're surprised by just how small they are. Like the €1 coin, that is surprisingly small to us Canadians, who have the loonie and the toonie, which are substantially bigger.
That's so fun. Oh wow.
got a silver middle and then a gold outside.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's like a coin within a coin. And these are just cool.
Like
Wow.
the toonie.
If anyone says, have you got any pennies?
Yeah.
That could be slang for like just money. Have you got
Yeah.
any pennies?
Yeah.
Or have you actually got any pennies?
Yeah.
Really?
2p's and
1p or
1p's.
2p. There's certain slang that comes with that, like spending a penny. It means like going to the toilet, which is weird. Don't know
Oh
why.
yeah.
Pay toilets. They're a thing in Europe.
What? What? Spending a penny, going to the toilet. I'm not. What's the relation? Okay.
Penny a penny.
Or someone might say like penny for your thoughts, which means like tell
Right.
me what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Relating to language,
I have heard that one.
what about some slang for money?
Yeah, so like I've been using the phrase my whole life, 2 cents, giving my 2 cents. What are your 2 cents worth? Which is basically the same as penny for your thoughts, only it's doubling because, it's my 2 cents are better than your 1 cent. But now I recognize that my 2 cents and your 2 cents are worth nothing because we got rid of the penny.
Money.
Yeah. So you got cash, dosh,
Dosh.
dollar.
Dough.
I say
Dosh. America has cash and dough.
Okay, so combine the two words together there, Tyler, and that's where you get dosh, because the English have a habit of mixing words together and rhyming words in order to create new slang words. And it got very confusing back in the noughties when, like, oh, jeez, who was it? I can't remember the region, but they just started rhyming everything so that phrases they would speak would make no sense unless you took the words they used and found the word that rhymed with it and then switched it around. It was confusing.
I've never in my life heard dosh. That's interesting.
dollar, even though we're not.
Yeah.
We're sterling.
Yeah.
Oh, smelly.
I know,
The
smelly
smell of
money.
money. I hate smelly
I
money.
know, me too.
If you touch money, make sure you wash your hands
Oh,
immediately.
money is dirty. You need to wash your hands.
Think about how many people
Okay.
touched
I
it.
know, it's gross. We forgot
Public
to say,
service
in
announcement.
the UK, we have pound sterling.
Yeah, and sterling also is.
Pound sterling. What does that mean, though?
Same
Maybe I
thing
can
as a
get definition.
pound.
Pound sterling? Is that just what you call it? Oh, that's just what you call the currency formally in Britain. A
Yeah.
pound sterling.
Sterling being a type of silver, so 1 pound sterling coin is worth 1 pound of sterling silver.
Not just a pound. As a last name, Sterling.
But it's not accurate anymore.
Mr. Pound Sterling.
Scottish sterling,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure
Oh.
about Irish
So
money.
Ireland uses euros, but
Of course.
Northern Ireland uses pound sterling as well.
Oh.
Just like this kind of cash.
Okay.
Yeah, but it looks different as well.
That makes
Huh.
sense.
So this tenner, this £10 note will look different to a Scottish £10 note and a Northern Irish £10 note.
Right.
But they're all legal
But
tender.
they're all legal, so
Oh,
they
right.
if you get given a £10 note that doesn't look like that, if it's Scottish or Irish, you're fine.
Wow, you can use them anywhere in Britain.
The
I guess
UK.
that does make sense. It'd kind of be inconvenient if you couldn't. That's interesting. Wow, I didn't know that. But it makes sense, I guess.
You can
Yeah.
use it anywhere.
Absolutely fine.
The British Isles.
It's
Huh.
always when you come back from one of these places, like if you come back from Scotland with Scottish sterling, again, it's like going into a store with a 50, you feel like you're handing them something fake.
Yeah.
And then they'll get their manager over and they'll be like, yes, it's sterling. And then you're like, ha, told you.
Yep.
Because I used to work in customer service, and we used to handle money all the time. And Americans would always complain about how there's so many coins and it's so difficult to know. And I just thought, but I swear there's so many coins in America as well. I'm in
Oh, that's funny. Americans complaining about all the coins. Well, I guess the thing with the coins in America is there are a lot, but we don't use them, really. Like,
True.
It's quite rare. And the more, as the years go on, the more and more rare it is to pull out your coins and pay for stuff with coins.
And the more rare it is to find the $2 bill as well. It's all because of those $1 bills.
You just really pay with your dollars or debit or credit card now. Maybe that's what it is? Do people use coins more in Britain than America? Is that a thing?
Well, yes, because of the 1 pound and the 2 pound.
America. I'm literally like, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. And I hate feeling like a tourist that doesn't understand money.
Yeah.
But it must be really hard for people coming to the UK when there's all
Okay.
this different money that looks different
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, maybe it's just that. Like, all the coins they've showed me so far, there's no way I'd be able to remember what everything is. I would have to be picking everything up and going like, oh, that's a 2 quid? Oh, no, 2 pence, sorry. Is that a pound? Or what's pence mean? That would be me.
Well,
And there's like different words for it as well.
Yeah.
Like 10p,
Yeah.
10 pence.
yeah. But in America, I swear that's even more confusing because they'll have like 25 cents, which is
Yeah.
a quarter. So
Oh,
you'll be
I don't like
and then
that.
10 cents I think is a dime, and you're like,
Oh, no, I
what
don't
does
like
what
that.
does this mean?
Oh, I'm so glad they brought this up. Because me and my little American bubble would never have even thought about that because that's so ingrained in my normal habits. Man, and we're talking about money too, and I still wouldn't have caught that. Yes, America does have that weird kind of naming convention where
A nickel is 5 cents, a dime is 10 cents, and a quarter is a quarter of a dollar. Other than dime and nickel, makes sense to me.
we do call 25 cents a quarter, 10 cents a dime, 5 cents a nickel, 1 cent a penny. Yes, and they weren't really, there was nothing like that here. Each coin in Britain was just called what it is, basically, whatever its value is. Yeah, they got me on that one. They got me.
Oh, I don't like that at all. It's even worse when it's in your hands and like someone who you're paying something from can
Yeah.
see the ones you need,
Oh,
and then they just start taking it.
Oh, so is that really bad?
And you're like,
in America,
let
I
them
literally
do
just
it.
go, can you do it?
Because I can't
Because I
understand
can't.
these.
So they could just probably take more money than they need. But I'm just
Yeah,
like,
you just
do
trust that they're going to be honest.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, luckily, in that situation, you're probably only holding out, like, at most a few dollars worth of coins. You're
Probably.
probably holding out, like, less than $1. You just have, like, 1,000,000 pennies, so they're not going to take you for too much.
But do you know what? How often do we even use cash now?
Hardly
Yeah.
at all. Just contactless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Contactless
I love
life.
it. I love it. I do feel sorry for homeless people though when they're like, "Have you got any cash?" Because it used to be a lie, being like, "No, sorry," when your pocket's full of cash. Whereas now it's actually true. It's like, "No,
Genuinely
I literally
no
don't
True.
have cash. I'm
True.
really sorry." But that's it, guys.
That's our video on British currency.
Yeah. If you have any more questions regarding money, let us know down in the comments because we've probably missed something. But
Okay, pretty good. Wow, that was actually very, very helpful. Like this video was by those two Brits, by the way, and I gotta give that a like.
And I'd say this was actually very helpful because it helped demonstrate that Tyler, whether he go by Tyler Bucket or Tyler Rumple or even his third name, which I don't see on my sidebar right now, he seemed surprised about the £2 coin being a coin within a coin, when 6 months before he filmed this video, he learned about the toonie, which he also said, oh, it's like a coin in a coin. So this shows that something that I've seen in the comments sections of my videos, one of 2 points I will bring up here. Point 1 is that he doesn't seem to remember what he's learning, and point number 2 is that he is intentionally playing dumb for some moments. Dumb as in can't remember a thing or did not learn the thing earlier. I'm not trying to call him dumb. I said playing dumb in order to have the reaction for the entertainment factor. Hey, I'm not judging or anything. I'm just like, yeah, that's a good example.
That was actually, it was funny, and they did an excellent job of like very clearly and kind of simply explaining all the weird little British currency things that I was wondering about. Pence, quid, pounds, the coins, the bills. Yeah, like they actually covered basically everything I was worried about. So I feel much better now. I feel educated. I feel like I actually, seriously, like kind of understand most of this. I would end up being like them if I was thrusted into like a situation.
Well, let's hope he learns or he retains what he learned in this. And like fair play though, he didn't really learn why it was called a quid or where that name came from. And where did it come from? I don't know. I'm looking and I'm not finding an answer. So if you happen to know the answer, then please leave it down in the comments, and we'll find out where the slang originally came from. Wikipedia rabbit hole here. In 2007, they tried to propose a space currency launched by a company called Travelex with the London-based advertising firm Talk PR, creating a backronym from Quid. They were referring to it as the Quasi-Universal Intergalactic Denomination. A backronym being we took the word quid and then we worked backwards from that. And that's the best answer I'm going to provide at this moment.
Where I'm just expected to like have the coins and
I don't know.
pay quickly. I'd be kind of.
I'm not British.
But I think as like a basic
Never been there.
understanding and appreciation of British currency. And
I like
money,
the streets.
I think I've gained that. I enjoyed
Not
this. I did.
the
Anyway,
roads,
if
but
you enjoyed this as well,
the artist, the
feel
streets.
free to give this video a like.
Original
or
pirate
leave a
material.
comment. And if you're interested
A
in
grand
more
don't
videos
come for
like
free.
this, me reacting to Britain, British culture, things in Britain I've never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time. What's going on?
Yes, thank you very much for watching. If you're still watching here to the end of this, 1 hour video, that's been amazing. I hope you've enjoyed this. I sure did. And I'm tired. I'm gonna go take a nap. So thank you for watching. Please give that thumbs up and the subscribe and the comments, and keep being awesome, everybody. Bye. Science, spirit, life. Nerd Pumpkin.